And there you can see the drivers making their way out onto the circuit. Let's have a round of applause, everyone, for our Honda Cadet finalists. Here they come, making their way down, being led out by Kenzo Craigie, the number 9. Number 10, Cole Denham, Jarrett Clark in the 55. Charlie Wolfett is in the 95. We've got the English champion of Rocco Leon Shenton out there as well on row 3 alongside Albert Friend. Right, let's speak to our pole sitter, Zip Factory driver, Kenzo Craigie. Kenzo, of course, you represented Great Britain at the Rotax Max Grand Finals last year. How does it feel to be starting on pole position?
It's an amazing feeling. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and hopefully we can bring home the GP plate. It
was a really intense pre-final as well, wasn't it? You think you've got your eye now? You think you can go and take that GP plate?
Yeah, definitely.
Good stuff. Well, best of luck. Good luck to Kenzo Craigie. If you just pan round, you'll see that is the view of turn number 1. If you get down slightly, you can see that is the view they have going in towards turn number 1. You can't see much going into there. Let's ask one of the drivers who knows all about going in, Cole Denham. Cole, you're going to be starting on the outside of the front row. How are you feeling ahead of the final?
Well, quite excited. Hopefully we can try push away with my teammate.
So you looking forward, you made some tactics for this race?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Good luck. Good luck to Cole Denham. Let's go and have a chat to Rocket. In fact, we don't have time, I'm afraid. 10 seconds to go. So let's hand to our commentators. It's up to the commentary box, Henry Baudet and Anthony Jordan.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the commentary box. Here's your starting lineup for the 2022 Honda Cadet British Kart Grand Prix. It's Kenzo Craigie and Cole Denham on row number 1, Jarrett Clark and Charlie Wolfett on row number 2.
Rocco Shenton, the E-plate, will start on row 3. Albert Friend for the SFR Motorsport team starts alongside him. Emerson McCoundry-Urin, it was his 9th birthday yesterday. He starts on the 4th row with Max Endicott alongside.
Row number 5 is Kai Clark and Noah Barham. And then on row 6 from Japan, Leotoro Sakai and Charlie Warren.
Row 7, Jacob Batchelor and Albie Lapper. Albie's now will be watching along the side of the circuit. Joshua Griffin and Jack Price from Canada on row 8.
Mason Brooks and Oliver Warner start from row number 9. Row 10 sees Ryan White and the only young lady in Honda, Eva Morris.
Sam Mott and Oliver Meek go from row 11. Charlie King and Ethan Griffiths on row 12.
Row 13 from Serbia, Luca Ballack and Zach Starbuck. Row 14, Scotland's Kieran Stewart and Harry Taylor.
Row 15 and the final row of the grid, Charles Kiley and Alfie Mew. 30 karts about to do battle here for the GP plate.
So the Honda Cadet class started at Kartmasters in 2011. Stephen Prentice was the first winner. We've also had wins for Luke Wooder in 2012, Rory Hudson in 2013, Mark Kimber, who we'll see later on in 2014, Kieran Jeremy in 2015, and Harry Thompson, Oliver Behrman, current Formula 3 driver Oliver Behrman in 2017, Theo McCurris, who's here this weekend in 2018, Oscar Tewton and Connor Duncan with Noah Wolf, last year's winner, and already Kieran Stewart's kart, the number 14 SFR Motorsport machine, is out of the race. Last year, Kenzo Craigie finished 4th in this event. Cole Denham was 20th in Kartmasters last year. Max Endicott was 16th, Noah Barham 13th, Luca Ballack was 12th. Further down the order, Alfie Mew was 22nd, Ryan White 26th, Harry Taylor 25th a year ago, Jarrett Clark 7th at this event a year ago, Oliver Meek was 10th, Albie Friend was 15th, and Charlie Wolfett 23rd. Albert Friend and Kenzo Craigie were Great Britain's representatives in last year's Rotax Max Challenge Grand Final, and Josh Griffin in kart number 13. He is the 2021 Irish GP champion, but he did that in a Bambino kart. In the British Championship this year, Cole Denham leads the British Championship from Jarrett Clark, Albert Friend, Noah Barham, and Max Endicott, Kenzo Craigie and Charlie Wolfett also in the top 10 in this year's British Championship. Zip Factory driver on the inside of the front row. Lights are out. We're off and racing at Kartmasters 2022.
Great start from the front row. Kenzo Craigie pulling an advantage already. Checks over the shoulder. Cole Denham can't get the jump on him and pulls into second place, but already the two of them with a great advantage. Cole Denham sweeps to the outside. He tries to get the cut back, but can't quite do it as the rest of the field snakes through the banking and up onto the bridge. Albert Friend down the inside, moves up into P5 behind Rocco Shenton. Down the hill and furious already is Cole Denham saying, go, go, go.
Same for Rocco Shenton, giving Albert Friend the signal to say go, 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 go. And there's a move from Max Endicott passing Emerson McAndrew-Uren. They're all saying go. They all want to work together. They all know they can't battle. They've got to get to the front and stop Kenzo Craigie, Cole Denham and Jarrett Clark from pulling away into the Fullerton S's for the first time in this 15 minutes plus 1 lap Honda Cadet Grand Prix.
Yes, indeed. Great start from the entire grid then, all managing to get away. And now they'll go into that iconic single-file Honda Cadet train.
Yes. Yep.
And they'll stay in that line for the majority of it until we get to the latter part. What we say that...
Don't speak too soon, Mr. Jordan. Yes, they should. Well, they will. It's a different kettle of fish. Craigie, Denham, lead at the end of lap number 1. Change for third place. Shenton up the inside of Jarrett Clark. Albert Friend, the number 91 SFR Motorsport kart, goes with him. That pushes Charlie Wolfett to the number 95, goes up into 5th position, pushing Jarrett Clark down to 6th. Then there's a gap back to Endicott and McAndrew-Uren. Kai Clark, Noah Barham, Leotoro Sakai, Charlie Warren, Albie Lapper are next. Looking back there, so obviously Luca Ballack has had a spin. Zach Starbuck has fallen to the back of the pack as well, but the 29 karts that started, sadly, without Scotland's Kieran Stewart, are still all running. And everyone looking over their shoulders just to see where their nearest rivals are. Denham continues to push Craigie away.
Yes, indeed. Look over the shoulder once again for Kenzo Craigie just to see if he's still got the company, and I can confirm, oh yes, he's very much still there. Shenton's now closed the gap as well. So now it's one big group all the way back to, well, can you count them, Henry? I mean, they come across the line. I think it's about the top 20 in that group.
I'm going to get it out early. My reference, Breaker 19, looks like we got us a convoy at the front of the field. They're all chasing. They're not all chasing Kenzo Craigie anymore because Cole Denham makes a move and Rocco Shenton 3 wide on the banking. The English champion, privateer driver on the zip cart, moves into top spot. Albert Friend comes through to second place. Kenzo Craigie goes from 1st to 5th in 1 corner.
Yeah, it was well timed there because you saw the move coming there from Cole Denham and it just slowed them all right down. So they just had to make sure that they could get the car back onto the inside to cover the rest of the field. Because like we say, if you get left out of the train will just plow its way through and you get left behind.
Yep, you do need people to work with. You need to have somebody to slipstream with, to bump draft with in this Honda Cadet class. The top 5. Top 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. At the back of that group, you can see the black and orange car. I believe that is of Charlie Warren, possibly, coming into view. Or is it... Yeah, I think it is Charlie Warren, who is very distinctive-looking orange liveried kart, crossing the line a little bit further back. The gaps are developing as we look down the main straight into the Bruno Ferrari S's. Now... we move onto the bridge. Charlie Wolfett moves into second.
Oh, and a spin
Kenzo
at turn
Craigie.
1. It's a 360 and he's fine. He keeps on going. I don't know who it was, so it was just off camera, Henry, there.
That's quite all right. That's quite all right. Anthony Shenton continues to lead. We'll find out who that was at the split time next time around. But a brief pirouette to begin things here in Honda Cadet. But there's Albert Friend moving past Cole Denham. Number 55 of Jarrett Clark slots in, and Emerson McAndrew-Uren up the inside of the number 33, a little bit further back there. Tried to make it 3 wide between Friend, Endicott and Jarrett Clark. Kai Clark in the number 76 is next in line, and that battling with Emerson McAndrew-Uren, Noah Barham and a few other drivers, they're dropping them away. We've got a 3-kart back before the lead. Now Shenton, Craigie and Wolfett.
Yes, this is good stuff from these 3 drivers now with a comfortable gap. Well, I say it's a comfortable gap. It's a sizable gap that they've got. It's a gap that is able to be closed, but if they do stay as they are, they should be fine. But whether or not that be the case is a different story. Now, as they go through again, and that's the second group of 4, so that's 4th place downwards. They're chopping and changing, so if they continue doing things like that, they definitely won't catch up.
Yeah, I believe it may have been Charlie King, who was our ballerina doing the rotation earlier on, and that last lap he has dropped number 74 Zip Factory kart all the way back to 26. Still 29 runners in the race of the 30 karts that started, and one driver running a little bit wide coming out of the first hairpin we just saw flash across our camera. But the lead group has Constantine together, and here comes Craigie on Shenton for the lead at the inside there. Oh, wheel to wheel through the Fullerton S's. Craigie on the inside, Shenton defending with 9.5 minutes to go. Craigie's going to stuff it up the inside. Shenton's going to get freight train if he's not careful. We're 3 wide. Are we 4 wide going into the Mike Wilson complex? Albert Friend comes out in about 4th place. Jarrett Clark is 5th, and I think in 6th position is now Max Endicott.
Yeah, these drivers did an absolutely fantastic job to get through that section of track there without colliding into each other. But it has really shaken up the pack once again. Craigie now leads from Cole Denham. Shenton's back down into 3rd place. Albert Friend has come back up now into P4.
Change the lead, and it is the Synergy number 10 of Cole Denham. Scotland's Cole Denham has the race lead. There is the Irish Kart GP champion, Joshua Griffin, posting the fastest lap of the race. And you can see all those Synergy factory karts. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Synergy factory karts in the top 10. 1 driver for SFR, 1 privateer, and 1 Zip factory driver. And the Zip factory driver is 3rd, the privateer is 4th, and the SFR motorsport kart is 2nd. Everybody else, apart from Emerson McAndrew-Uren, who's another of the privateers in 11th place, all belong to the Synergy factory team.
Yes, indeed. Now remember, Noah Wolf won this race last year, but it was a fantastic race last year. We were talking about it on the last lap. 20 karts battling for the race lead. It was absolutely fantastic, and I'm sure with what we're seeing right now, we're going to be seeing that again, and that's why we love Honda Cadet racing.
Driver that knows all about Honda Cadet racing on the live chat there, Miles Apps, former Kartmasters champion himself, watching on, saying, come on, Zip Kart. I think Miles had a good relationship with Zip back in the day. Hope Miles and your family are doing well. Miles is doing a DJ in. You should get him near the paddock. To,
maybe, yeah. Miles, give us something.
Right, the only driver to ever do at the British Championship Awards, the Worm, live on stage. Good lad. Right, there's Rocco Shenton. Here is the rest of the field. There's the number 82 and the number 99 karts, the 82 Zip kart of Charlie Warren, the 99 of Ethan Griffiths. They are 13th and 14th. Max Endicott slumped back to 15th position, and the whole field has closed back up. 2.8 seconds separates the top 15 at the end of lap number 6. We've still got 7 minutes to go. We're not even at half distance yet. No,
plenty of time left in this race, and at the moment it seems to have, I'd say it's calmed down just that little bit. Drivers are thinking, you know what, that last lap, a bit much for so early into this race. Let's ease it back a little bit. Let's think about our moves next time.
Well, the minute that you get that big queue together, suddenly the leaders all start behaving themselves, like you say, Anthony. There is Shenton in 4th position, being pushed along by Wolfett in the number 95 in 5th. Out onto Tyrone's banking, the number 55 of Jarrett Clark making a move on his namesake Kieran Kai Clark. But that move doesn't happen. They've got to be careful, because already now Kai Clark begins to defend from his teammate, and the top 5 scuttle away again a bit more. There's Denham and Albert Friend past Craigie, and that's going to bring Shenton and Wolfett back to play. Yes, Miles App saying he's back at Kartmasters next year.
Bring your DJ decks.
Oh, no, bring your go-kart and get an entry, Miles.
and the DJ decks. Anyway.
You're Albert the DJ, though.
Yeah, I know. Albert Friend now in the lead. Kenzo Craigie now back there in 2nd place, but it was looking for a move down the inside there as they exited out of the Fullerton S's. Couldn't quite make it come to fruition. Now they go through with the Mike Wilson complex. Again, just Linus Earn looking again, just like they want to go for the moves, but they're just not going for them. They're just testing the waters, I think. Testing the waters, I think is a good way of putting it.
A little toe in the water, right? Just checking the temperature, making sure they're not going to get burnt or they're not going to catch a chill. Under the bridge. Friend, Craigie, Denham to the inside. Shenton's trying to fill that gap as well. Is Shenton going to pick him a place? Yes, he does. So Denham to P2, Shenton to P3, Craigie down to P4. Behind the lead group, see a lot of chopping and changing. Behind that brightly coloured yellow and blue kart of McAndrew-Uren, you've got Leotoro Sakai in the number 44 kart making his move up. And there's Shenton at the 2nd position. And Denham takes the lead.
Yep, good stuff from Denham there. Craigie now struggling. He's on the outside here, now down into P5. Not the end of the world. He can still do it. And again, Shenton saying think. And Albert Friend thought that was, I'm thinking I'm going to go for a move.
Yeah. And at the back there, Emerson McAndrew-Uren.
Oh,
Wow, I mean,
dear.
a bit of grass track in there coming out of the Fullerton S's. That's going to cost him a little bit of time. But he stays facing the right way. So Denham, and look at Cole Denham has managed to get a bit of a gap. The question is now, how quickly can Shenton and Friend catch him? And they're not going to catch him side by side. Kenzo Craigie's going to make a choice. Does he follow Friend or Shenton? He follows Friend. They tuck back single file. Oh, that's Charlie Wolf in the number 95 going to the inside of the number 55 synergy cart of Jarrett Clark, who has just set the fast lap the race and now finds himself losing a position.
How does that work out? Quick notes on that one.
Newcomer to the front of the field. Back to back, the Callum Hargrave driver development, number 29, Albie Lapper.
Welcome to the front, Albie.
Yes.
Have some fun.
Well, let's see. Get your pen and paper out, Albie.
Take some notes.
Go to school for a couple of minutes. Learn. Watch, see what happens. There's 4 minutes of this race remaining. Denham, Shenton. Denham runs a little bit wide. Shenton thought about a move. Now they're through the Bobby Game corner into the Mike Wilson complex. Friend is third. Craigie is fourth. Wolfit is fifth. And then it is Jarrett Clark, Noah Barham, Albie Lapper, Kai Clark, Max Endicott. Leotoro Sakai is 11th, followed by Emerson McAndrew-Uren, Ethan Griffiths, Kai Clark falling back now, Joshua Griffin's up into 13th place. The top 8 separated by 1.2 seconds.
I believe we have just lost Charlie Warren, who's come into the pit lane, which is a big shame, the 82 Zip Factory
and
driver.
I think Kai Clark may have had a problem as well. 2, 4, 6, 8, we've got 9 at the front. 9, no, Kai Clark is still out there, but he's got a transponder issue. Craigie back to second. Warren, though, there's the number 82 Zip Factory driver out of the race. Now things are getting tasty. 3 minutes to go. It is Friend, Craigie and Shenton. Wow, of all the Synergy Factory drivers in this race, none of them are in the top 3 at the moment. It's the 3 drivers who haven't got any teammates. They've got to work together. You can see Craigie point to Albert Friend like, run, run, run like a butcher's dog who's just nicked the sausages. Get going, son.
Well, they're trying to do that now as they go exit out of the Mike Wilson complex back onto the start-finish line. They'll cross the line. Only 2.5 minutes to go then of this Grand Prix final. Shenton going defensive into turn 1. He's not on the racing line. He was a little tighter there as he's dropping back from these front 2. Albert Friend and Kenzo Craigie are pulling away from the main pack here. You still have one of the Synergy cars. Cole Denham, of course, leading the British Kart Championships. He was one of the favourites going into this weekend. But here in P4, he's not got much time to get this race done. At this moment in time, remember, nose cone penalties can come into effect in this race. Remember, we've seen it before in Kartmasters where we've seen a driver cross the line in first then disaster strikes in the pit lane.
Yep, and look at that now. The back of this lead group goes back to the number 64, no, the number 13 kart of Joshua Griffin. We've got 14 karts in a single camera shot with 90 seconds to go. Friend in the 91, Craigie in the 9, the E-plate of Shenton. Then the Synergy Racing Phalanx, the 55 of Jarrett Clark, the 22 of Barham, the 95 of Wolfit, the 18 of Endicott, the Callum Hargraves, number 29 kart of Albie Lapper. Then it's Kai Clark. Ethan Griffiths is the second of the Zip Factory drivers, ahead of Emerson McAndrew-Uren. And who's that there? Josh Griffin and Leotardo Sakai.
Change for the lead as Kenzo Craigie dives down the inside and Albert Friend gets swamped by the train. 3, 4 places. No, it's only the 3 places side by side again. And now it's all starting to get P-Tong as they go through. Craigie leads the group as they go through. Albert Friend gets squeezed onto the grass, and it's a freight train down the inside into hairpin 1.
You've got to defend now. You've got to defend. And there's Jarrett Clark and one of the other teammates, Albie Lapper's on the grass. If you don't defend now and you won't lose 1 place, you'll lose 6 or 7. Ethan Griffiths making his move. Shenton still signaling to Max Endicott saying, go, go, go. Kenzo Craigie has the race lead.
These guys have got to be so careful. They'll come into this section now, but you've got to remember, like I said it before a couple of laps ago, that really concertinaed it up there at hairpin 1. Drivers bumping and barging all the way down there. They've got to be careful with that front nose out of the final corner. 10 seconds left on the board. They'll cross the line with 8 seconds to go. It's still 2 laps left of this GP final.
Max Endicott shoving Rocco Shenton up towards Kenzo Craigie. The clock strikes 0. Next time around, it'll be the last lap board. Kenzo defends the inside line going onto the bridge.
Here we go then, out of the bridge section, down the hill, and again, Rocco Shenton physically just pointing. Go, go, go. He's got to be so careful here. Does Kenzo Craigie. Again, he holds on to that inside. Cole Denham on the outside, now 3 wide. Oh, it's an absolute diamond formation here in Honda Cadet.
And the person, Endicott gets turned sideways there by one of his teammates. Shenton still saying, look at the ball, saying, go, 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 push, push. Shenton wants a push. He wants the synergy driver behind him, who I think is Cole Denham. It is Denham in the number 10 to push him. So, Kenzo Craigie comes into the Mike Wilson complex. He will see the last lap board. The gap is 0.6 of a second. Have the rest of them battle themselves out of contention. Kenzo Craigie, get your head down and drive. There he goes across the line. He'll see his dad Paul. He'll see his zip mechanic Earl. He'll see that he doesn't need to defend. Through the Bruno Ferrari S's, under the bridge, out onto the banking. I tell you what though, Anthony, Shenton, Denham and the number 95 of Charlie Wolfett, they're not done yet. They're not done yet.
No, they're not, because you've got to remember, if you're on your own in a Honda Cadet race, you can get swamped, but it all depends now on what Cole Denham does. Cole Denham has to make the decision. Do I overtake or do I stay behind and catch? That's the main thing he needs to learn. We are on the final lap. The gap is the biggest it's ever been in this race.
But it's coming down, Anthony.
It is coming down.
No, it's not anymore. Now Shenton's defending. And I think Kenzo Craigie might have this in the bag. He doesn't need to defend, Anthony. He doesn't need to defend. He looks now over his shoulder. He knows he doesn't need to defend.
No, he does not. He's taking the normal racing line all the way around this final section. And Rocco Shenton out and round, as well as one of the synergists, the 95 of Woodard. And he's gone round as well. But out of the final corner, Kenzo Craigie represented Great Britain in Bahrain, and he's going to win the Kartmasters GP played in 2022. Kenzo Craigie, take a bow.
And it was a drag race line. Jarrett Clark finishes second. Max Endicott ties Jarrett Clark for second. The timing screen says it was Clark that had it. Denham finishes fourth. Albert Friend takes home fifth. Sixth is Emerson McAndrew-Uren. Emerson, take a bow, leading privateer on his 9th birthday. What a future that young man has. Kai Clark comes home in 7th. Japan's Leotaro Sakai is 8th. The best result for a Japanese driver we've had in a long, long time. Ethan Griffiths takes 9th, and Noah Barham rounds out the top 10. Charles Kitely and Albie Lapper are next. Joshua Griffin and Sam Mott finishes 40th. Eva Morris, the young lady in the field, finishes 15th. Mason Brooks, youngest driver here, he is 16th. Dennis Jacob Bashler, Oliver Meek, Rocco Shenton and Charlie Wolfett, 19th and 20th. They were 2nd and 3rd with 2 corners to go. Ryan White, Harry Taylor, Oliver Warner, Alfie Mew, Charlie King, Jack Price, Luca Ballack and Zach Starbuck. So we'll obviously now wait for the drivers to come. So what's going to happen now, ladies and gentlemen? The drivers go into scrutineering. They go over the weighbridge. They have their weight checked. They have their nose cones checked. As long as the weight and the nose cones are okay, they will come out onto the grid. You can see the tears running down Kenzo Craigie's face. I'm sure there's a few more of them in the grandstands. After Chris McCarthy does the interviews with the provisional top 3, then they will go back for full scrutineering. So, back in December last year, I managed to get Kenzo Craigie out onto the Grand Prix track at Bahrain, where he could have his photo taken by the #1 grid slot that his hero, Lewis Hamilton, started the Bahrain Grand Prix last year. Well, Kenzo, you've just emulated your hero, Lewis Hamilton, in winning a GP plate and being a British Kart Grand Prix champion. And you know what, Kenzo? You've done it in front of Lewis's dad. Well done.
Yeah. an absolutely fantastic result there. And you can see the carts coming through after being weighed up. And the 3 carts, of course, will go out onto the starting grid to be interviewed by Chris McCarthy. They just need to wait until all is good. And in the confusion now, I think we have got our top 3 carts over there, so can confirm.
Yep, we've got
Kenzo's
Kenzo
there.
Craigie sat in his cart. They've moved
Max
the number
is
18 of Max Endicott. You can see Paul Klassen in the Navy there. He's the Jeep Scrutineer along with Ernie Salmon. And look at that, he still can't believe it. He still can't believe it. Well, Kenzo's dad, Paul, is there in the thing. Earl and Tuesday Hines, they brought the Zip Kart name back last year. They've worked really hard. They haven't won a British Championship round yet, but they've got a Grand Prix plate. And and here come the thanks. There's Sebastian Mins from Minimax saying well done. He's ready to go up for his next race. And Kenzo Craigie will come out towards Chris McCarthy. We'll have a quick look. Well, in the predictions competition, I've got to say that Chris McCarthy, Whitman O'Bara, myself and Anthony Jordan, we got that one right. And over to Chris McCarthy. We'll bring you up to date with the prediction competitions very shortly.
Welcome down to the circuit. We are getting ready to welcome our top 3. What a final to kick us off. Here they come. Please give a round of applause for our top 3. Kenzo Craigie, Jarrett Clark and Max Endicott. Let's go and speak to our champion, shall we? Here he is, Kenzo Craigie, the winner of the Motorsport UK Kartmasters British Car Grand Prix. Kenzo, how does that feel?
Oh, it's amazing. I can't describe it. It's just unreal.
And tell us about the moment you got into the lead. Talk us through that.
Oh, yeah, we overtook going into the second hairpin, did some defending, got a gap, and then just didn't have to defend for the last 2 laps and came home.
How did it feel on the last lap?
I just didn't know. It was unreal.
And I'm sure this must feel amazing. I'm sure there's some people you want to thank as well. Who would you like to thank for this?
Yeah, I'd like to thank my parents, my sister, Zipcar, RPM Engines, my school, and also
we'll leave it there for now. We can pick it up on the podium later. Well, Kenzo, when you win Kartmasters, you get one of these to wear on your go-kart. GP plate holder. Turn that round and show the crowd. Please give a round of applause to our winner, Kenzo Craigie. We'll let Chris Walker take his photos and we will go and speak to our second place driver, Jarrett Clark. Max Endicott in second. Max, well, how does that feel?
Feels all right.
Feels all right. Okay, well, I'm sure you wanted one of the GP plates, but
I wanted the GP plate, but Kenzo was too far ahead on the final lap.
But yeah, getting in the top 3 in a field so competitive must feel great.
No.
No, not at all. Are you going to be back to try again next year?
No.
No? Anyone you'd like to thank for getting on the podium?
RPM Race Engines, my family, my mechanic Alfie Cockrell, and that's it.
And that's it. Well,
Synergy Racing Team.
And Synergy. I'm sure if you do come back, then eventually you are going to get one of those. But second place is a fantastic effort, Max. Well done. You've done a really brilliant job this weekend. I think the audience out there will agree. Please give a round of applause to second place in Honda Cadet, Max Endicott. Not quite the win. And of course, clapping him as well, Jarrett Clark. Jarrett, that was a tough race, that looked like.
Yeah, it was. Well done to Kenzo, obviously, but I mean, third's all right. Would have wanted first, but third's always a good result.
I mean, the quality of the field here is absolutely fantastic. Tell us how hard the racing's been this weekend.
It's been really hard, good. It's actually been decently clean. A few not so clean bits, but it's been fine, yeah.
Have you enjoyed the weekend overall?
Yeah, it's been a really fun weekend. Always love Kartmasters, and yeah.
Anyone you'd like to thank?
I'd like to thank my mechanic, Scott Gollins, my team, Rob, Mike and Danny, my family, and my sponsors, Broad Lane and Leisure and Build Generation, and my social media manager, Lizzie Higgins.
Well done. Please give a round of applause. Third place.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the podium presentation for the 2022 Motorsport UK Kartmasters British Kart Grand Prix. We're now going to welcome onto the podium the top 3 drivers in every class. We've got some special awards as well. A huge thanks to all the people that have given prizes for this award. We're going to start off with Honda Cadet. Finishing in 3rd for the Synergy Factory team, it's Jarrett Clark. And on hand to hand out the Honda Cadet trophies, we have Trent Rally Kart Club's Danielle Short. Finishing in 2nd place in this year's Honda Cadet Grand Prix for the Synergy Factory team, it's Max Endicott. But your winner and 2022 British Grand Prix Honda Cadet winner, representing Zipkart, it's Kenzo Craigie. So Kenzo gets a trophy. There is a cash prize of many pounds. There you go, Paul. And Danielle Short hands Kenzo the trophy. Hands Kenzo the GP plate, which you can use for the rest of the year. There are flowers from Claudia Short and from Claire Mills at Trent Valley Kart Club, who's not going to get on the podium. Okay, sorry, Claire. There are the rest of the bouquets. And now we will look at Chris Walker for the official photographs. Now, what the team at Trent Valley Kart Club haven't done is they haven't unscrewed the metal bits on the champagne bottles. Non-alcoholic for the kids. So, drivers, when you're ready, if you'd like to put down your trophies, and you've got to untwist it. No smashing the bottles on the steps. How do you do this? Jarrett, just look at Kenzo. Kenzo's got the right idea. Where's Anthony Jordan? Anthony Jordan, my good co-commentator friend. Go and help the young lads out. Go on, Anthony. Go and help the young drivers out. They're struggling here. There's Jarrett. He's got up. Thumb over the end. Thumb over the edge. Hey. Oh. Elbow drop of the top rope. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen, your Honda Cadet podium and Grand Prix winner, Kenzo Craigie. Now, yes, if PR, yeah, Max Endicott kept his visor open. The inside of that crash helmet's going to smell lovely. Okay, we'll have. Well done, Max. Don't forget the flowers for your mum. Flowers for your mum. Flowers for your mum. Go on. Glad Jarrett's not driving home. It's be half cut. Congratulations, Honda Cadet. Hang on a sec, Kenzo. Tell you what. Whoa. That's going to end badly, that one is. There we are. There you go, Paul. Have that.